problems getting everything working. I'm supposed to start about half an hour ago. Okay, one of them is live, and it's this one. And it is now public on YouTube, and I can delete this one. Whew, what a pain in the butt. Okay. I think I finally got it. I apologize to anyone who is really annoyed by all that. And I'm going to delete this anyway. Because I don't even care anymore. I don't care if nobody sees this. I'm recording it. That's the point. Alright, I've got XP per hour. I have no idea what my gear is. Ugh, what a mess. Do I have consumes? I do. I'm just going to do flask. Deal with it. And just start pulling. Something about the screen feels off, but I can't place it. I'm wearing full tank gear, which I don't think I need, but let me make sure I'm in the right spec. Oh, do I have glyphs? Oh my god, it wiped my glyphs out. Well, that's annoying. Why would it do that? Like, why? I didn't copy, or I didn't create. I copied. My character has glyphs. That feels bad. I guess they were trying to help me out. Well, we're going without glyphs, guys, because I don't know what else. Appreciate it. Is it? I want to look at it. It's Lmao. Is it like KLMAO? Oh my god, I got 11! I hit my goal. I'm good for it. Really appreciate it, man. Really do appreciate it. Uh-oh, they're killing me. I'm gonna pop my cooldowns. I got so excited about my subs. Oh, Kimao. See, now when you type, I can easily read it. It's Kimao. K-I. But like on the screen, because it's that yellow font, I can't read anything. Thanks you so much, though. I really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know why. Let me see if I can... Let me see if... I don't know. Let me know. It says it's unlisted now. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. YouTube's been giving me problems all day. I'm just going to turn it off so everyone can just be forced to come here. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, did it? Oh my god. All right, then I'll relist it. Okay. Cool. Sorry. Yeah, I usually prefer YouTube because it's easier. But like it was, I don't know if you saw it earlier. It was giving me so many problems. Like so many. Okay, here we go. We're going to try same thing, Forge Master, single target, burn him down. No cooldowns. Get the debuff up. There's the cauterize, which is the fire damage. All right, I should put fairy fire. That's my... I'm stunned. Okay, so the fire's gone. Reapply my demo. So I've hit the 12-minute mark. I can turn around if I want to, but it'll maintain about 400k per hour. But like I did have some problems, and I would probably put those on myself more than anything. Whoops, wrong button. I'm stunned. Come on, man, be rooted. There we go. What about you? This guy can't hit me to save his life, so I guess it's okay. He literally missed me like 8 times in a row. I got 12 seconds. I could probably keep healing. Okay, so I'm glad to hear it wasn't just me. It was breaking everything too. It was like spitting out the weird error messages, but then saying the stream was connected. And I was just like, well, I don't know what to do. So I actually just turned on Twitch for a while and then tried YouTube. So okay, so I'm back at the beginning. I could just run out and try this again, which is what I'm gonna do. At 390, which isn't horrible, but I want to see if I can hit 500. But thanks again, Kamau, for the subs. I really do appreciate it. Reset all instances. Yes. Okay, here we go. So now I'm actually gonna reset the timer. Whoops, reset it. Okay, and we're gonna start. We're just gonna go. I'm not gonna drag our feet. I'm gonna try that same strategy of just single targeting. Like, just let him eat the mauls. I think the best thing, man. I don't want to say it because like even when that after that developer said what he said, I'm very hesitant. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but in the Scotty J Mr. GM thing, he talked about, hey, are you going to try to prevent solo dungeon grinding? And he was like, no, and I don't even think that's the best way to level. I don't think it's the most efficient. And I was like, ooh, because I know if you're going for just pure level, statistically, it looked like it was, but nobody actually went through and did a whole level like all the way to 80, at least as far as I know. So maybe he knows something we don't, and it made me really like concerned that like maybe we don't know what we're talking about. And I'm going to be doing both questing and dungeon, so I'm hopefully going to get the best of both worlds. But also I'm not too invested in either one. Okay, these guys are my. All right, so same thing, single target. I'm gonna pop this. There's the stun. Bad timing for it. It'll depend heavily on how your server pop is going to level. If everyone is doing questing, you'll have a bad time trying to quest at least. Yeah, because like I know people are saying like, oh, the layering, the layering, the layering, but like honestly, I think you're right. I think, hold on, I don't want to die over something stupid. I definitely think that you're still gonna have nodes struggles because like I was talking about it. I don't remember where, but both of the starting zones have like a kill this one mob. It's kind of like an end of a quest chain. And I remember even back in the day, there was like a lineup of people just trying to kill this one mob, everyone trying to tag it. And it literally took us, I think, like 15 minutes to kill that one mob. And our population on our server back then was nothing compared to what it is now. And if it ends, and even if they layer it, I still think there's going to be issues. Let's try these guys. I'm actually going to do a slow drag and get the roots. Or if they can't hit me, that's even better. There we go. I gotta get to the right. There we go. Okay, it popped him anyway. Ooh. I went to 77 solo. Oh, how did it go then? Bearbis, how'd you like 77 solo, like up to 77? It's not just, is it better to do Nexus or you need to be at least 71? No, you can do Nexus at 70. The only reason I chose a UK is because it's the quickest one to get into. In order to get to Nexus, you have to run up that hill, run down that thing, talk to that dude, fly to the thing, and then cross, which I make it sound like it's a lot. It's really not. But because UK, everyone's willing to just like walk the 100 feet forward. It's just what people tend to do. You know if you'll post this stream by YouTube later? Yes. If I can get it working, I'll at least upload it. I am recording it. So the best I can say is it will be up there in some form or another. Oh my god, the finisher didn't go off. There we go. The whole thing disappeared immediately. I don't know if my brain could take solar. Honestly, I can't. I'm doing this just to kind of because I'm going to be doing 5 mans, and I want to know: am I missing out, or is our 5 mans just as good? I think they're going to be just as good. They'll be more fun anyway because you will be other people. But is it going to be like an XP loss? And I kind of wanted to get a you know, like a baseline out. So I've got my XP per hour working comfortably. I know boomkins love this farm because they can literally do this without taking very much damage because they do the kite around the circle. But we can't as bears. We have to face tank everything. So no, the reason I'm using madness is because it just gives all these cool buffs. It's great for leveling, but it's also decent for bear tanking because you do get the huge stamina bonus. So I kind of just like it. The whole reason I got it was for leveling. But yeah, it's not bad. It's just because you can get all of them. Like right now, I have the strength increase, but if I kill all three of these guys, I'm gonna have probably strength, agility, and stamina. And it's just nice to have them, and especially if you're doing Outworld, where everything is like 2 to 3 melees and they're dead, you'll have all of them up at all the time. So it's so great for leveling. And I'm just wearing it because like I know I'll have it on me, and I didn't want to like wear just like I don't know what's the other stamina trinket I have. Yeah, commendation, which is nice. But hold on, let me focus the Forge Master. 600k an hour though. I think it feels slow because you're by yourself doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because 600k an hour sounds great if you ask me, but I know you hear like these numbers like 850, 1 million k an hour or 1 million an hour, and you're like, dude, that's awesome. But can everybody do it? I know the DK farm is like the big thing everyone's talking about, just because like you can do these huge pulls because you've got that weird combination. I think in real life days, if you put in, let's say, the 8 hours, 4 days, 5 days, I think it can comfortably be done in 2 days if you're just absolutely flying through. Like if you're nonstop, 24 hours. But I think if you're only playing 8 hours, no, 600k an hour is great. What's good if not 600? No, 600k an hour is absolutely great. But like it's solo farming. It's so boring. This is the biggest downside. Is like if I did this while streaming, it wouldn't be that bad. But imagine just these mobs over and over and over again for hours and hours. I would just get sick of it personally. Boop boop. I have 13 subscribers, guys. Mostly thanks to Kamau. Kamau, that's how I'm gonna say your name. I hope that's right. So thanks again. 56 lockouts to 77. That's not that bad actually. That's still a lot. Hold on, I gotta pay attention for a sec. I don't know why I popped that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think 400 to 500 is you're going to get from pretty much anything. I'm doing at a slow pace. I consider this a slow pace. Um, about 430. And I'm pulling, I think conservatively, but also safely. Like I think if I tried to pull faster, I would just die immediately. At higher level, when you get up to 71, 72, sure, you can pull two at a time. Especially once you get more talents, you're not going to get better gear. Ooh, burning through it. Isn't 3-man the sweet spot? Or even 2? Probably. I tried 4 and died, so I'm gonna say 3-man. Are you talking about people? I don't know. Someone was telling me that 2-manning it is really good. You just do tank healer, and you can just like do this but bigger pulls. And as long as your healer can put out some decent, like you're talking like an elemental shaman as your healer, honestly, like you're better off. You're gonna get better, and then probably when you get into the 4 or 5, it's still good. It's just not. It's not peak. You know, you lose like 10% for having that one extra person there. Yeah, if you get an elemental shaman, that's the dream combination because elemental shamans can heal really well. So they can do DPS, and then you only need to be healed if you're still continuing to do like about this pace a little bit faster every once in a while. Okay, so that was a clear. I have 10. I'm only at 10 minutes though, so I sped up quite a bit. So I have to go into the dragon room, which yeah, spell hands for sure. I don't know about spell hands. I definitely think. I mean, I think spell hands can definitely do it. Man, I'm not looking forward to doing this. I died in the last time I tried this guy. He killed me, but we're gonna try again. His fire breath got me. So far, nothing. I don't know how I died to this guy then. Yeah, but you don't care. Like, I mean, yeah, enhance is gonna do more damage. Actually, I don't think that. I think elemental can put out some decent damage, but the thing is, they can heal like very well, which makes it a perk. I know the enhance gets that instant heal. It's very similar to what the cat does, but and it has to be a spell enhance. It can't be just enhance. So as long as if you don't need the healing, like if you're pulling, like it depends on how big you're pulling. Like with an Ellie, you can pull 6 or 7. With an enhance, you probably still have to pull 3. You just move faster. So I guess it's just a matter of strategy how you want to do it. Because you just lean on your cleave damage to boost it. Yeah. Ret Pally gets that instant heal too, I think. Do they? Let me think. I've played a Ret Pally. If you do, I'm not aware of it. Oh yeah, that's right. But most of the time you use it for your, what do you call it? Yeah, you can use either a holy light or what do you call it? Attack power to spell power. So their heals are actually good now. 3 to 4 targets is probably your best anyway. Yeah. Okay. So that's 12 minutes. I know I was stalling because I didn't want to pull the X back, but that's 12 minutes. Let me run out and do a reset. That was 442. So I think solo as a bear in a guard keep, I think it's safe to say it's around 400 to 450. I think maybe you've got a slightly better strategy. Man, I went the wrong way for sure. Slightly better spec or something like that. Maybe you could push a little bit harder. I don't think you're hitting 500. I mean, uh, I know Bearbis said that he was able to put 600. I got too close to dying too often. Maybe it's my talents, maybe it's my rotation, maybe it's my gear. Maybe I should be wearing more stamina stacking for the boost. But I think safe to say I know. I am like talking more and like focusing less. I'll do one where I don't talk. I will do that just to make it fair. Resettle instances. I'm gonna turn off the mic, guys. Here we go. Every time I go the wrong way, just, you know. Yeah, it was purposely muted. So that was 12 minutes, 478. I did improve. I think you're right. I hate killing the dragons. I would love to be able to just skip them, to be honest. Just come into here. Do you pull this pack? Because this seems like a comfortable one just to kill the healer, or the healer, the runecaster. Yeah, stuff. Uh, yeah, Forge Masters. Yeah, I would say kill your casters because they do more way more damage to you. 100% agree. Always focus the casters. Oh, like the little dudes, huh? You don't even fight the boss? Come on, the boss, though. I'm just kidding. Do you fight the 4-pack in front of the boss, or do you skip that whole room? I didn't even see him throw it down. We're gonna keep going because I'm maintaining a decent amount. And I don't have to leave at 12. That's just the minimum. I don't even know if I have to stealth. I think I can just hug past this. Pick up the big dude. Let me see if I can get this in the corner. I'll pull into it. Doesn't he charge? The debuff up. There we go. Cool. Pick this dude up. Probably just tag those guys for fun. Oh my god, I still didn't hit him. Oh my god, I'm still swiping because I'm reading. See, that's what as soon as I turn the microphone on, you just stare at the chat. Alright, cool. So far I hit 500, which is what I was expecting. I remember doing in this a while ago and I thought I hit 500, so with these 9 elites it's much easier. Let me get the debuff out. Go. They are chunking me though. But yeah, right around 500k, which I still don't think is bad for soloing. Yeah, see, I knew he charged. Shattered Halls, no. Do you think Shattered Halls leveling is a play? I did not think it would be. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the lower level dungeons weren't good. Like someone like already kind of determined they're not worth it. Yeah, I'm basing this on someone telling me the same thing. It might have been Beerus a different time too. But I was told they're not. The old ones aren't worth it. You have to either do UK or something else. But again, I will not be soloing, so this is the only time you'll see me doing this probably, unless I can't find a group. All right, so I'm continuing just to pull packs. I'm hitting 18, but I'm at 500 and something. I feel like this side of the that boss is actually a huge pickup. Oh my god, there we go. Pop this here. Come on. Oh, it's not up. 4 seconds. I'm standing on bombs. I know it. Yeah. Stupid bombs. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. You wouldn't know it, but I have roots up, and I haven't rooted them yet. Watch me run over there and die from that bomb. I don't notice it. Just wouldn't that be funny? All right, so yeah, I'm staying over 500, which means the reason I was under 500 is because I suck. It has nothing to do with like not being able to. So you can definitely do 500,000 an hour. And I think going deeper into these actually is more beneficial than just trying to cut out early. Double rune casters is going to be interesting. Run out reset. Yeah, you have a different style of play than the other tanks. But like honestly, like that felt good. 500k did not feel bad. I definitely think two manning this will be better. If I had a shaman here, it would be. And I've heard that killing the bosses isn't worth anything. Like it's worth something, but not worth putting any effort into. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just did with the basic one, but I'll show you really quick. It's the pretty standard bear one. There we go. I wonder if I can do a leap without getting in trouble. Oh, not that guy. That guy's too close. We're gonna try a leap on this guy and see what happens. It's best to run out and reset for the best XP. And when you say the hallway, what do you mean by the hallway? Two manning would diminish that 500k, right? No, you'd be able to kill faster, so it would end up actually going up as long as like your healer isn't completely on DPS. Like if you ran a resto druid, yeah, it would go down. If you ran a shaman or God, shaman's probably your best choice. But like a rep pally that can off heal, stuff like that. The one with an oh yeah, yeah, like the worker hallway, like where they're all like axing the wall. I am level 70. I am 25% in, having done it 3 times. We're gonna do one more reset. We're gonna try that deeper. I like going deeper. That sounds inappropriate. I'm gonna skip the whole any great healer with DPS on downtime. Yeah, as long as the healer can do DPS, it'll be better. If the healer is more of like, hey, I came in to heal, like what do they call that? Pocket healers? No, that's not what you want. Your XP will go down. I am feeling more confident though, so like I'm gonna try to pick up a little bit more pace. Oh, I forgot to hit play. Ah, add 30 seconds to that. Yeah, you almost want a DPS that can heal as opposed to a healer that can DPS. Like that's why I kind of go to shamans because elemental and enhancement shamans can like pocket heal really well without really losing too much DPS. That's the dream team. The problem is you got to find someone on your schedule. Yeah, because of the pat with the dog. Yep. Yeah, I saw him come down the hallway and I was like, well, I don't feel like dealing with that. I wanted to pull the double rune caster. Would have been a whole thing. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's get the show on the road. Metalworker, that's 3. There we go. Alright, Metalworker are the ones that are gonna Weaponsmith stun. The stun is actually worse, but there's the stun. go. They both have lacerate, so the maul will hit 20% harder. I'm about to die, so I'm gonna pop some cooldowns. I'm stunned again. Hope this frenzied regen takes me to the end. There it does. Okay, cool. What do you think about the polearm that drops from Mag? Yeah, we talked about it. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a cool idea. I just don't think it's enough to benefit overall. But it is a cool concept, and I think it'd be fun, especially if you're doing like outworld stuff and you're just trying to heal. Primal tenacity. I know it. I'm trying to think where it's at. Primal, isn't this primal? No. What's primal tenacity? Oh my god, I forgot about this thing. Just the duration of fear effects by 10% reduces all damage taken. Dude, I literally forgot this thing existed because I've skipped it so hard. But it's only reduces it while in cat form, right? Yeah, it's like your PvP talent. Alright, we're gonna do a 4-pull. Pray for me. Oh no, we're not. Okay, good. Both my big cooldowns are gone. I might kill the weaponsmith first. Hey, thanks for the follow, Joss. 6. Joe 6. That way, if I can kill him fast enough, he won't stun me. Yeah. And then put bleeds on both, and then win. Good thing about doing this solo is you keep all the cloth, and you can sell it to make 1 profit for sure. Anytime you're soloing, the gold you make is going to increase, assuming you can keep up with the pace. You have to do 5 times slower than a full group in order to lose out. My gear is mostly somewhat plateau gear. I'll put it up on the screen. I'm running Madness for the ups on the trinkets or on the procs here. Like, see, I've got 3 of them up right now. But everything else is pretty baseline. Gear score is probably not on this tune, so I can't tell you, but it's pretty good. Somewhat plateau-ish. This is not brutal set. No problem. Infected wounds is interesting too. That was the one I was looking at a couple weeks ago, actually. So if you guys don't know, infected wounds, it reduces the movement speed of the target and attack speed. So you're actually, it's kind of like a damage reduction to get it. It might make sense for soloing a lot more so in dungeons than out in the world. So if you're doing solo dungeon farms, I could see you picking up infected wounds. You don't really pick it up anymore because everyone can do it, and you're like the least beneficial for it, for doing it. Like you have to go out of your way, kind of. But still, I killed those guys with no problems. All right, we're into 5-minute territory. I'm gonna get this guy to position. See if I've got this add-on. Nope. I can't even right-click on there. That's painful. All right, and we're gonna kill the Forge Master first. Oops, wrong button. All right. Ooh. Some leather shackles. Upgrade? Upgrade? No. All right, let's do this. I know I popped it. There we go. I really should have applied. There we go. I think if you have just BT Hydro Gear, you could do this. You'd have to go a little bit slower for sure. I definitely think the biggest concern I have is not damage, it's death, which I know sounds backwards, but like if I get like a bad combo of like these guys, they chunk me pretty hard. But again, you've always got your, your cooldowns to just survive it. Hold on. Boom. Brutal Gladiator. I think Brutal Gladiator is on par with Hyjal gear, PT Hyjal. Assuming you have the other pieces. Like when people say I have Brutal, does that mean they have the 5 pieces and then nothing else? Are they running some greens and blues, or do they have like a decent filler pieces like your trinkets and stuff? If they've got filler pieces that are on par with at least Hyjal, yeah, they're gonna be fine. Like you do lose out by using Brutal sets, but like it's still better than most pieces of gear. It's got huge stamina, like huge stamina. Yeah, I think it'd be okay with shard and then maybe commendation. Yeah, I could see that being fine. But don't trust me because I do not have brutal set, and I've only played with a tank that had brutal, and he played fine. Um, but he didn't level or anything. So if anybody has brutal and they've actually got to experience it, let me know. 4-man group will be better. I'm going to be running a 5-man group. I think the optimal is 2 or 3, probably 2. Um, and then it's going to slowly deteriorate very slowly as you add more players. So like if you are struggling with this, don't hesitate to bring in a second person or a third person. If you're going to do anything above 3, you should do a proper 5-man group. Simple as that. When I say proper, I just mean have a healer and have. But honestly, like if you're doing this in Somewhat Plateau gear, your healer should be a DPS, in my opinion, that can heal for the boss fights. Because if you're burning through these mobs, which if you haven't seen a Somewhat Plateau group go through this, it's it's like it's like cartoonishly easy. Uh, you could, the only thing I see people make the mistake of is they pull that really big pull. I think I passed it right. I actually remember to turn around. No, okay, I'm good. They do that cartoonishly big pull right at the beginning, and people always die because nobody's ready for it. Like you do like the 9 pull, and honestly, in Zoma Plateau gear, if you're ready, you can easily do that. It's not a big deal. Let me get the Fort Master going. We did it. I think there was 3 of us that had Zoma Plateau gear, and we did the 9 pull. I held threat. The tank was just spam healing me because I was taking chunky damage. But we had AoE. I think we had a boomkin, and they were just they were being deleted. Thanks for the follow. Insert thing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do frenzied regen here. Honor off pieces have also a lot of bonus armor and a bunch of stamina. Yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, the honor, like the brutal set, it is better for tanking than it is for soloing because you are making yourself very survivable. And your DPS is gonna be okay. But I don't think it's going to be. It's not as good as some plateau gear tanks to solo. So like if you're like, hey, can I solo? Yeah, probably. But you'd probably be a really good tank in a 5-man because you just have like a ton of stamina without trying. I think a boom chicken would be good DPS to go since like yeah, boom chickens are great. When you say they'd be good heals, I have a hard time convincing a boomkin to come out of boomkin form. So I'm gonna say yeah, they're good. But make sure you got one that understands that he's the healer. Probably more like think of it more like a a caster druid that went into balance spec. As long as they comprehend that there's a difference, I think they'll be fine. Let me start here. Oh crap! Get the debuffs up. Yeah, as long as they're like essentially like any healer or any class that has a healing side spec, it's willing to put the time in and be the healer when S goes sideways. Um, Man, I'm not doing any damage to this runecaster. There's the ticking bomb I've been waiting for. Dude, how is this guy not dying? Did I just see another bomb? Yep. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, how am I not dead? Ah! Oh my god. Get rooted. Are you seeing this? This is history in the making, folks. One health. Alright, I'm stunning this guy. Oh, that was scary. That was so scary. Roll your dagger all you want. There you go. One health, and it didn't kill me. That's a miracle. Oh, now he gets rooted. Thanks for the help, bro. Thanks for the root. I just used it. It was up that whole time, and it did not hit. It wouldn't fire. I was like, what's happening? What's happening? But yeah, I need to use NG more, for sure. It was up the whole time. And it just wasn't hitting him. And I was like, and I can't believe I didn't die. Like, that's an absolute miracle I didn't die. Because my survival instincts fell off and put me at 1 health. And I was able to get some healing out, but man, that was fun. I know. Yeah, so I should have been dead. My survival instincts faded, and it puts you at 1 health if you don't know. So you don't technically die when it falls off. Um, yeah, and all it takes is like literally any damage. And luckily, I'm like I don't know. I was trying to make a joke, but I can't think of a clever way to say it. I'm amazing. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I've talked to Scotty J. I actually used to be hang out on Scotty J's Twitch channel all the time. I don't get too much anymore. But yeah, I've chatted with Scotty J before. He's a great guy. And Nerd Egghead, I've only talked to him through Druid Discord, and it was related to a disagreement we had on Idol of Terror. But I've like chatted with him casually. He is a friend of mine, I think. So I have a friend that I talk to in Discord, and I think they're friends. But I don't really have like constant conversations with him or anything like that. I still think that was crazy. Yeah, yeah. Scotty J is a good guy. He's the one that talked me into making YouTube videos. He was just like, yeah, just do it, just do it. And I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, I'm glad he did because I'm having really a lot of fun with it. Yeah, yeah. If you guys don't know, Nerd Egghead does all the Wowhead stuff. That's why I had a disagreement with him because he recommended he gave a proc rate for Idol of Terror, which I believe to be incorrect, and I did all the testing to prove it. And he was like, "Yeah, but it's still better," which is fine because he did the math, and I'm not gonna dispute his math. He earned the name Nerd Egghead for a reason. I have. Ooh, have I ever talked to Rugs? I don't think so. I don't think I have ever talked to him. I don't even think I've even been on his Twitch channel. Does he have Twitch? No, I've commented in a Discord about him while he was doing a pod or something, and that was it. But no, I've never talked to him. Yeah. Yeah, what I liked about Nerd Egghead is like he wasn't like a jerk about my he just said like can you show me the math? So I did. And then he used the math that I gave him to calculate like the odds and he came to his conclusion, which I couldn't disagree with because he explained the math for it, but yeah, he isn't a jerk or anything. Yeah, like I said, so what happened was he pulled the proc rate for Idol of Terror off of Wowhead and it was wrong. Which happens, if you guys haven't experienced that, the proc rates are not amazing. They're usually based on like just guesstimations. So the proc rate was much lower than it said on Wowhead, and I showed it to them. I showed it to him, and then he was like, "Do you have any proof?" So I actually went out and ran proc rate tests, live proc rate tests, and he said, "Okay, cool. Let me do the math." And he said, "Okay, it's still better." So yeah, I don't always use Idol of Terror, but because if you don't know, when it first came out, I said it's garbage. And a lot of people were like, "How dare you? It's the best in the world." And I was like, eh. Um, and yeah, I got a lot of flack for that, but still, I feel good about it. Okay, and then you said leave, right? 16 minutes in, that's perfect. That means I don't get it locked out. And I'm still at 458, which I dropped mostly because I've been talking, and that near death experience really put my life in perspective. Any major country? Ooh, I think one time I spoke with a prime minister of a country in Italy, but not the Italian Prime Minister. I don't know who it was though. I was very drunk at a party. I think, and they might have been lying. To be fair, because again, I was drunk at a party in Italy. I've only been to Italy twice. Both times were amazing. I'll tell you that. It is really good, but it was a 50% in bear and 85% in cat form. How do you do 50% in bear? Oh, okay. You're talking about the proc rate. Yeah. No, I did. I agreed that it was good, but yeah, like the testing. No, I think I did testing on both, and they both sucked. But if they gonna restart Nick's question, thoughts on the Wowhead guide saying to Gemal strength, not agi? I We actually had a discussion about that on my Discord. I'm an agi guy. I always have been. I'm pretty sure based on uh all the things I've read, the strength and agi are both good. If you're gonna choose stacking one over the other, I still think agi is better. However, the difference between the two is marginal, and you're gonna be fine either way you go. Sorry if I missed that question. Yes. And what did you come up with? Is it still equal, or is there a big advantage to strength that it makes sense to gem strength? Because I'm sticking with agi personally, mainly because my gear will be used for tanking as well, and I think tanking will benefit from agi slightly better. How much higher though? Because if I'm wrong, I'll admit to it right now. That's actually substantial. Full stacked strength for a cat is 200 DPS increase. Guys, my Dark Moon fair card is going to be agi. I'm just letting you know. But if the strength is that big of an increase, 200 DPS, then it does make sense to go strength. The problem is the problem is like that strength and agi both benefit like from each other. So when you stack them like that, I feel like you're hindering yourself. Whereas like it makes more sense to kind of scatter them. And I know there's a lot of yeah, I know there's a lot of like people that are like go all strength or go all agi, but honestly, like you want both. But whether you stack one over the other, I'm not sure. Based on what uh, Bearbis just said, so small the DPS you'll never notice. I don't know. 200 DPS, 200 DPS is significant if that's the number. I'm still going agi again. I will be an agi guy, not because I'm like stubborn, but because I plan to use my gear again to be a tank as well, and it just is easier. As I get into later gear and I've got full tank sets and full cat sets, then yeah, that may change, and I may stack strength because I have no problem chasing the dream. But yeah, agi is where I'm gonna go. No problem, buddy. I'm okay with that. Thank you. Appreciate that sketch. 40% or 50% bear time. Oh, so that's with and well that's the reason why strength has become uh considerable because of bear weaving. So well I mean it's not the only reason because strength was always good. But because you're spending a lot of time in bear form and you're gaining you're not worried about damage income during that, you're just benefiting from the extra different damage. Yeah, like you want to push more strength for bear form. Um, because it's more beneficial in bear form for damage. And that's why that shift happened. You mess up bear weaving, or if you have to move around a lot, then stacking strength will be detrimental. Well, I mean, you only are going to be bear weaving in P1, probably, and maybe early P2. Same as if you're a perfect player and you never mess up anything. But like that's the thing, like if you go and stack all the strength and you're a top parser, great. But if you stack all the agi and you're a top parser, does everybody drop what they're doing and switch to that? Does it depend on because like what if you got the top parse luckily? It's just too close. Like because oh that's what it is. 200 DPS difference. What's the margin of error? That's the question I have to ask. More crit than you realize. Well, that's the other thing is like you don't have to chase agi later anyway because your crit climbs because of your gear. Um, but again, it'll you also have separate gear sets. So like right now, a lot of your gear is going to overlap in phase one. Like a lot of it, maybe like at least 4 pieces. And then as you get into P2, you're going to see like a clear separation. Yeah, I know, because I think the margin of error was 250, wasn't it? Yeah, plus or minus 250. But still, if it's within the margin of error, then yeah, it doesn't matter. Just do whatever you want. Be happy. Wait until some parse numbers come out, and then do what the top parser does. That's kind of how it's going to be. I'm still going Agi again because I'll be tanking, and I recommend everyone that's a feral. Oh my god, why did I pull that? Everyone that's a feral do the same thing. Because it's going to be more beneficial for you to tank in 5 bands. Even though I am going to be maining a feral DPS. Bad gear with dungeon farming with a 5 band be good experience. As if you have garbage gear, the best thing you can do is lean on others. But I will tell you that questing with garbage gear is fine. I've done it. It's very easy to do. But you'll probably get the best XP from if you have garbage gear from teaming up with other people and letting their gear carry you. Like not carry you, but you know what I mean. Even out the cause. Don't I mean if you're I shouldn't say don't because like yeah, that's a real concern. What server are you on? Are you on one of the mega servers? Sulfurian isn't like that's like medium mega, right? Sulfurian's not huge, or am I thinking of a different one? I don't know. I think a lot of people are blowing it out of proportion. I think, and this is please don't hold me to this. I think Wrath launch is going to be smooth, guys. You already here right now. You heard it right here right now, dude. So Nick knows the pain. Benediction is going to be the worst of all of them, in my opinion. But I think with the exception of Benediction, and not because of anything other than Benediction's just way overpopulated. I think Wrath is actually going to be a smooth launch. I think the layers are only supposed to help with node farms. Like so that there's spread out nodes, not necessarily about like server stabilization. Like you still have to put those people in the same essential server. But I think it'll help with like, hey, I'm trying to kill 30 things. Oh, look, there's at least 4 of them on this one. I think it'll go for a lot. Like a lot, a lot. And Benediction, I bet you see it for tens of thousands. Tens of thousands easily. On smaller servers, I think it'll top out at 15 to 25, which is cheap. And then after week 2, you'll see it for around 5k. But don't hold me to that. And honestly, the more I look at the numbers, the more I think as a feral, if you can't afford it, that's the first thing you give up. It's not worth it. It doesn't last long enough for your class. Didn't remember questing was this fun and recommending. Howling Fjord is such a beautiful zone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like questing. I've leveled every expansion as questing. Oh, they're still doing beta keys? I did not know that. Yeah, Dark Moon Trinket. Dark Moon DMC is Dark Moon card, and it's going to be very expensive. Um, the only thing you could say from Benediction is because there's so many people, there'll be more competition to bring the price down. But honestly, just farming that thing is such a pain that you're going to see its price just be really high. And guys, if you do, I'm gonna be streaming on launch day. If you do buy Dark Moon Fair card really early, like week one, let me know how much you paid for it. I'd really like to know. I do not plan to buy it week one. I don't plan to buy it until maybe the week after next launch. Group 5 mans. No, did Fusion make one of those? I I haven't seen. Fusion makes so many cool spreadsheets. I was looking at the one the other day. What's that one that you sent me the other day? Oh my god, Bearbus. What's the one you sent me? Oh, it was for how much it was going to cost to make to make Dark Moon Fair cards. That was a really interesting one. I went through that and I was like, "Yep, can't afford it." Yeah, I tried UK Boomkin versus UK Bear, both with T6. Did you have more fun with Boomkin? Because I've watched Boomkins do it, and they look like they're having a blast when they do it. And this is okay. But as you can see, I'm also in a rhythm where I'm not like struggling. Watch me die here after saying that. Let me put some. There we go. Yeah, Boomkin. I don't know if you guys know who Go is, but I talk to Go all the time, and I've actually been in a UK while he did it, and it's very entertaining to watch him pull all these mobs around this big circle and just like kick them back. It's a legit fun thing to do. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know then. Yeah, I'm slipping because I'm just like chatting it up. I'm only at 400k. Let me loot. Yeah, I'm just enjoying. Like, I just can't wait for Wrath, man. Like, I'm so looking forward to it. I can't even express to you guys how excited I am for it. It's it's gonna be so fun. All right, this is where I stealth. I probably should have healed. If you only do 5 instance lockout, Boomkin will do much more. 5x lockout because of that first room. Yeah, I think that's what they're supposed to do, right? Isn't that like the meta for them? Is just cycle the first room. I don't play it often enough. Well, let me oh sweet. I got hit by one, I think. I'm just gonna do frenzy regen early. It's hard to spot the bombs. I gotta read. There we go. All right, I'll put a bleed. There we go. Just Caldanas dailies. Yeah, they're not the greatest, but they're not zero. So that's the ones I'll be doing. I'm gonna be doing all the Caldanis ones that are turn-ins in Caldanis or Shat, and then I'll be doing the fishing and cooking daily. I'll be doing the heroic and normal daily dungeon. What else am I doing? And then I'm doing the Netherwing ones, which are really good. I think they're like 12k each, and there's like 4 or 5 of them. Now, the only downside we talked about in a different video is if you're doing all dailies like I am, you can only do 25. If you mix in some regular quests, you can go as high as, the quests you can get. I mean, obviously you can still cap at 25 because that's the amount of quests you can take. But like those quests that where you can like carry this and just have it on hand, that's not like technically a quest yet. I kind of want to pull the second group at the same time to see what it does, but I like killing the hall after first boss. If I level in UK, I'd clear the boss room twice, then the next 3 lockouts would be both rooms to get the most XP. Yeah, because like this room like actually spits out some pretty decent XP. I'm gonna loot him while killing. Oh, he still charged me. Ah, come on. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting chunked. Must have a debuff that they don't like. Strength reduce. What's this one do? Melee attack power reduce. That'll do it. Yay, we did it. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I did not fill up my health, but I've got Berserk. Perfect timing. Yeah, I'm getting faster every time though. I don't know if you guys are noticing that at all. Practice makes perfect, I guess. Boom. Boom. I think almost 100 gold. I have to compare 1426. Hold on, let me hop on my other dude and check. Oh my gosh. You get Manic, Sociopath, and Martyr. Oh yeah, because one of them's Haste. I forgot. How much faster is UK solo than questing? Um, it's not. I mean, I think it's slightly. Like maybe it's not enough. It's not like crazy faster. And if it even is faster, 500k XP per hour, I think is probably more. I think I was doing 350k XP per hour when I was doing questing. However, the reason you want to do UKA solo farming is because of the influx of people into the questing zones. So even if questing ends up being more profitable as far as XP goes, because you're fighting for nodes, it's not better. But I think 350 is what. Oh my god, I always go the wrong way. 350 is what I experienced when I was doing questing, but I only did questing. Oh, I skipped a group. That's why I was flying. I was like, man, I'm really ahead. I take back what I said. But I mean, I don't know because there are other people. I don't know if you've been like watching. There's people like planning questing routes, and they're able to do crazy amounts because they skip like it's like using rested XP. Um, it makes they find the most efficient way to do stuff, and when you do it like that, you do see a huge increase in your XP. I was just picking up quests, running to the next place, killing everything on the way, doing whatever I could. I think I was doing about 350. So like if you were more efficient, yeah, I think you could do just as well. But you're also competing in a world, whereas in a dungeon, it's just you in here. Hey, we did it! Whew, that was fun. So I think I started an hour ago, or just over an hour ago. Oh, an hour and a half ago. So I did almost 43%. If I added my 180, I'd be over 50% in an hour, which means I could do solo one level every 2 hours. Is that right? Do I have to NG as feral or can I just go leatherworking skinning? You can do whatever you want. If you want to have the best options for DPS, um, man, I don't know. I don't even look at them. If you want to do the best options, engineering is usually going to be better between the haste gloves, the bombs you can throw, things like that. It ends up being very valuable. However, that being said, it's unless you're trying to be like top 100 or even maybe like top 200. If you don't care about like the 99 parse every time, you'll be fine. It's not gonna be a deal breaker, and you're gonna be much richer than the rest of us that are running engineering and maybe some jewel crafting. I'm running enchanting. So yeah, you'll be fine. But if you are trying to parse, you really want to go to engineering and likely either jewel crafting, blacksmithing, or tailoring. How many cobalt veins do you generally see in a run? I don't pay attention. I saw one. I think I saw one, but I thought they removed them. I know I saw a vein. I don't know if it was inside or outside, but I thought they removed them. What is your XP per hour soloing? It was all the way up to 500. It's down here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. I cannot make it bigger. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I probably can. It's a weak aura though. I think it's no, it's got to be up here. XP per hour tracker. Play. Size. Should be a width. Yeah, but it was up here, but it was like 500. Yeep, yeep. Yeah. 1 to 3, you could see a max of 3. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it didn't reset it. Thank you. I realized that once I walked past where the mob should be. But still, like, I'm halfway. I don't feel too fatigued from running this yet. Like, I'm not bored immediately. But I'm getting there. Like, I'm like, okay. Let me get some hots rolling. But it is getting easier now that I understand what the mission is. I didn't forget. I was just warming up the button. All right, I'm gonna put lacerate on both to increase my maul damage. There we go. Were you about to type it? I appreciate it though, either way. Oh, I forgot I was on my see how much gold I'm making. All right, I just logged in. I'm gonna tell you how much gold I'm currently at on my tune. That should give you a sense of how much gold I've made so far. He's never loading. There we go. 1374. So I made about 50 gold, which isn't crazy, but yeah. Not nothing. They're 3. Double stunners. This is gonna be a really fun one. I'm wearing tank gear. I put on mostly tank gear. I'm pretty sure. I don't have my tank like my sets. I didn't bring them over, so I kind of just like picked pieces. So this isn't like necessarily like my tank set. But it's tank gear. Like I've got, but all my stuff is either Agi Stam or Agi. I have 1 defense rating I need to fix because that is live too, like that. I do not need that defense trinket. That should be hit Agi. Or just another Agi. But what's the lesson? I always need to understand the lesson here. I'm a completist. That's a quote from a TV show. Nobody will know that it is a quote from. Whoop whoop. Good point. Wow, I didn't even think about that. I have 2 of them this time too. So like, don't stun the stunners is what you're saying? Is it planned like that? That's interesting. I haven't been stunned yet though. That's kind of cool. Hey Grifton, what's up, Stabby? Nice name. I recently downloaded the Feral Tracker WeakAuras and you linked in your recent UI video, and it does not really look like yours. In Bear, I have 2 verifier debuff markers, which are that's weird. Can this be because it's not Wrath yet? No, it should work in Wrath. Hold on, let me kill this guy really quick. I can confirm that I cannot confirm that the link that you grabbed was the 100% accurate one. It should be, but I mean, I've been wrong before. But let me, I will post the link to it in here. Actually, I might already have it. No, I only have the general WeakAuras one, which I'll still use to shortcut myself. And I'm pretty sure I updated it, yeah, September 5th. So this one, I'm going to link it right here. My Feral Tracker is the one that I am currently using. Not on the screen because I'm on the beta and I have my old one. You can tell because this doesn't change and I don't have debuffs when I'm in cat form. But yeah. And I just pulled with like no health. Yeah, but it should work. It should work. What's your primary language? It's usually when I have bugs, it's because of a language problem. Usually like it's a non-English speaking, because I wrote it originally in English. I have since went through and changed it to a general language one, but sometimes there's problems. Yeah, let me know how it goes. Always trying to help. And again, if you don't like my WeakAuras, there are plenty of other ones out there that you can check out. Try them, find the one that fits you the best. I don't feel bad when other people use other ones. I've done it before. It might be, yeah, it might be that. I know we had it working in French, and I thought we had it working in German. It's just sometimes you have to like. Let me explain why. Because why not? When you make a WeakAuras, you have to define like what criteria to follow. Let me find. Do we even have it running? Yeah, Griffin's Feral Tracker. So for the bear tracking one, Berserk. If I go to look at the triggers will say something like cooldown charge count, and it says Berserk. But if you check exact spell match, it actually says 50324. So you might have to check that box to make sure it's using the spell ID instead of the name. I know that's confusing, but like I had to literally go through and replace every text word to a spell ID, and a lot of spells have multiple IDs, so it took a while. But sometimes I just miss one, and it happens. Can it be changed to show only 60, 100 energy and bear when I have 3 or 4, 3, 5 fear? You want it to max out at 60. So I understand what you're saying, Magnus, because I have that same problem when I'm stuck in my bear talents. So, and I'll kind of explain because it's actually occurring literally on the screen right now, what you're talking about. When, let me shift really quick once this gets said. So when you're in cat, it jumps down to 20 because I only have 1 point. But when I go into bear, it continues to tick all the way up to 100. But that's not possible because I only have 60. Or maximum 60. I only have 20. So when I shift back, instead of it having 100, it's down to 20 again. That's because I only have 1 point in fear, and Magnus here has 3 points in fear. So what he's asking is, can you make it so it only stretches the 60 and not the 100? The short answer is I don't 100% know. I know you can change the length percentage. I just don't know how cleanly it will work. I will look into it. That's the best I can tell you. I'll try to make that work because, again, I have that same problem with it. It's really annoying. It should, at the very least, just stop at 60, so it's clear that it's maxed. I think there's an option that says like max or something like that, but I'll have to look at it. I hope that helps, Magnus. But I will just keep an eye out for an update on it because I try to update it. I haven't updated it in a couple weeks, but I try to update it pretty regularly. No problem. I have 4-piece T6, some brutal, couple of badge pieces, but it's all gem stam for tanking. What's your opinion on regemming Agi for solo dungeons? 4-piece T6, some brutal, couple of badge pieces. Let me think this through. I think, what is your health pool at? Okay, never mind, you posted right there. I have like 18.4k. That is so much. Hold on, I'm about to die. I would definitely consider regemming to, at the very least, Agistam. I'm sitting at, I have, right now, I have Survival Instinct up, and I'm at 20k. I think I sit around 14 to 15, or like self-buffed. I think that's pretty comfortable. There's nothing wrong with going higher, especially if you're grouping. If you're solo dungeoning, I don't think you really need that much. So yeah, I would drop some. Yeah. Oh, so you're even higher than me. So Bearbiss is sitting at 16, which I consider high. If you're sitting at, oh, is 16.6 what I sit at? Oh, I was gonna say I didn't even think I was that high. I was criticizing you for being me. 16.6, and it feels comfortable. If you're at 18, I would say ease off a little bit, or just put Agistam in places where maybe you're using, you're willing to. Maybe you need a red slot, but honestly, like if you look, I don't think I think I have 1 stamina gem left. I have Agistam. I don't think I have a single stamina gem left, and that's just my style. Like maybe it'd be easier for me if I had more stamina, but okay, good. I don't feel bad. We're both at 16. And I feel pretty comfortable at 16. Yeah, I don't have a single pure stamina gem left anymore. If that gives you any indication that it's not as big of a deal. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. I really thought I was at 15, 14 or 15. It's probably because I just picked this like random ass gear and I have no idea what, what I'm wearing. Pallies are a little different. Well, I don't know. Pallies now can take some pretty good damage, so I wouldn't say they're different. They used to be different. In regular TBC, Pallies got slapped around, so having more health was more important to them than it was, even though bears had an easier time getting it. Um, I would see Pallies like overstack stamina all the time. It's not that big of a deal. But to be fair, later on, you are going to be stacking stamina. Like once you get into level 80, you will be putting stamina. Just to be clear, I don't want there to be like, oh, you know, stamina's dead, long live Agi or anything. It's just because you just don't need it, and you might as well do more damage. But once you get into like raiding, yeah, you'll want stamina back. I almost just want to stun this guy. Bad gear, or should I let someone else tank? Hold on. Let me think that. Let me make sure I completely understand. I just popped a cooldown. All right. If I do a 5-man, I still have one more pack. Am I really going that slow? Apparently I am. Okay. If I do a 5-man, hold on. I missed one. Okay. I'm empty in my guild, running 23k HP and SWP, but won't be needing that for a bit. Yeah, I run 17 or 18k in Somewhat Plateau. And I think our main tank, because I'm not a main tank anymore, I think he runs around the same thing, like sub 20k now. But that's our group, so I don't want to say like that's how you should do it, because it's going to depend on your healers and your DPS. Okay. If I do a 5-man, could I tank with bad gear, or should I let someone else tank? 5-man non-heroic, like if you're like, I'm a level 70 going into UK with bad gear, should I tank? If you have someone that can better tank, hold on, I'm about to die because I'm not paying attention. If you have someone that can better tank, yeah, let them tank. But to be fair, you don't need a ton of great gear if you're running a 5-man. You just need to be able to hold threat, which, yes, gear does help. And you need to not die, and yes, gear does help. But if you've got decent players that can keep you alive, just set your pace. The only reason a badly geared tank will die is if they think they can pull faster, or the DPS think they can pull faster. Because like, if you ever had like, you'll be tanking and like some DPS will just run to the next group and start pulling for you. Yeah, if you have bad gear, you don't want that, because they're dictating how good your gear is. You should be dictating. Like, hey, I almost died on that one. Maybe I shouldn't pull as much. That's something you need to determine. I've never been one of those people that pulled for the tank. I just want to point that out. Never. I refuse. Is Berserk a bust? It's really, really good. Nothing is a must, but like, it's got to be your best cooldown in the game, by a lot. So I would say definitely get it, but you do you. Naturalist plus Imp Mangle. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get Berserk and improved Mangle. Unless you're talking about Cat. Okay, if you're talking about Cat, I still think it's absolutely worth it. But it is for a different reason. Berserk is great for a tank. It's even better for a Cat. So if you were considering for a tank skipping it, you'll be fine leveling for at least a little bit until your DPS starts popping threat. Oh man, I didn't even do that. I'm at 14 minutes though, and I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, and I'm talking way too much to focus. Yeah, but for a Cat, Berserk is a must. It's too powerful. You can't do a proper rotation without Berserk, in my opinion, for a boss fight. Oh, Imp Mangle. Oh, you talking about for Bear? Oh man, you weren't here for that. Maybe you were. I was talking about that. Like, I don't think this is worth it because I don't press this button often enough. I was actually having that discussion either internally or externally. But for tanking these things, doing this cycle, no, I don't think it's worth it either. I actually sat there and thought, like, what is this giving me? Because I'm not pressing Mangle nearly as much as I need to. The only time I'm pressing it a lot is when I've got Berserk, and the cooldown doesn't matter. So I think you're right. I think I would drop Improved Mangle, and now that we're talking about it, I think I'd pick up Infected Wounds. Just because all you're trying to do is reduce that damage so you don't die. Yeah, it was right when I started streaming. I was like building my talent tree on the fly, trying to get over here. Wait, here, let's activate these talents and we'll build a second one. Because I think it's worth discussing. Now I want to be clear. This talent tree is a level 70 jumping into a I've looked at a couple of them. You post so many. I've only looked at like 3. I looked at the bear weaving one, and I've looked at the tank one once. So don't hold me to it. Okay, here's what I think. This is changeable. We've got to learn. I hate this thing's on. Okay, so I'm gonna pick Ferocity. I think it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna pick Savage Fury, Now I think you skipped Thick Hide, so we'll hold off on Thick Hide. Feral Instinct, I think definitely because you're swiping a lot. Feral Instinct's 100%. Swiftness, yes. Sharpened Claws, 100%. This will triangle is just like a yes every time. Predatory Strikes, yes, because it's going to help your weapon damage. You don't need this. Charge, I don't use Charge very often. It's hard to say no to it, though. Let's skip it for now. I'll come back to it. I went 2 points in Nurturing Instinct. Are the Wild. So this is no brainer, no brainer, no brainer. This and this are definitely. This only benefits the stun and cat, so I'm going to say no. But Infected Wounds and Protector of the Pack. Mangle. King of the Jungle. Renitier. Primal Gore. Actually, Primal Gore. Yeah, I want Primal Gore. Yeah. I don't put Lacerate up a ton, but it's enough up enough that this 1 point is beneficial. Berserk, and then in Restoration, I've got 5 points left. What did I skip? I skipped Thick Hide. I could go Feral Aggression. 5-0. 3-2-0. 2-1-3. Yeah, this is already what I had. 0-3-2-2. 0-1. You did get Feral Charge. 2, 3, 5, 3. And that's a no-brainer. 1, 2, 0, 0. Yep. 3, 0. See, I'm picking Infected Wound. 3, 1, 0. Yep. 5, 0. So you didn't pick up Primal Gore. If I don't pick up Primal Gore, and then I go into the Restoration tree, I can go 2 here, 3 here, 1 here. But I'd rather take this here and then go 3 here. I know. Yeah, no, I got it. I cracked the code. I did it the whole thing. And then I guess I'd do 3 of Furor. Even though this doesn't really matter for Bear. Like, this is probably the most useless thing for Bear. 2, 0, 3, 3. Yeah, I'm going to skip Furor. Because tell me how it's beneficial for a Bear. Like, doing this. I would love... I want to hear a justification for why you would pick up Furor as a Bear leveling in UK. However, I could see you putting points into Thick Hide. Because I'm taking a lot to get to Naturalist. Yeah, but like... Naturalist isn't like crazy great. It's good because of the attributes, but like... If I skip Furor, instead put these points into... Hey, thank you for the follow. Dude, I gotta change that text. I'm gonna do that tonight. If I put those points instead into Thick Hide, I'm making myself more survival. 6% is still 6%. I know, but like, this is more survivability. This is just damage. And I'm swiping the whole time anyway. 6% damage increase is nice. It's hard to argue against. If I drop this, and this, and this, I can only drop 2. Let's say I do that. I put these points here. I've only got 1, because the difference is you didn't pick up Infected. I think Infected Wounds might be the play. Especially for UK, because I think at 80% are melee. So I'm going to try it like this. I'm going to go against the grain here. And go Feral, and put Thick Hide, Nurturing Instinct for the quick heal. And I'm going to try this. This is dumb. And I have nothing set up. Ugh, feels bad. Look at this. I have aquatic form. I don't even know. I'm trying to remember where everything goes. This goes here. No, this is here. No, this is here. Mangle goes main. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I missed it. I apologize. Let's see if I have. I don't even have it up. Mangle Bear. This is Lacerate. And then what goes here? I need Demo. Challenging Aurora, that's what I meant. What goes here? Oh, Charge. Fatal charge. Okay, and then I just need survival instincts here. And nature's grasp goes here. It's not that I don't trust you. I want to try it. This is experiment time. All right. Oh, my healing buttons. Look at this. I mean, you guys don't know what my Nora looks like, so why would you be shocked by it? But it's not where I put anything. All right, that's fine. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh man, I'm doing so much better already. I can just tell. I gotta put infected wounds up. Yep, I got it. Cool. Oh, but it's really not. It doesn't really matter because it's slowing down the wrong person. I gotta put infected wounds on everybody. There we go. Everyone has infected wounds. Look at the lack of damage. Ah, it's so much better. I don't know. It's hard to compare on one fight. Gotta allow people to come to the conclusion. Yeah, man. Let me figure it out my way. I completely trust you, Bearvis, but at the same time, I want to try stuff. You know, have fun with it. All right, hold on. Let me see what it says. Thanks so much for the tip and the we have regarding the language. It's definitely the issue, and I managed to fix it a lot already. I think I can get that done. Cool, man. If you want to post a German one on the Wago, go ahead and do it. You have my permission to upload it to Wago. You can change the name, call it whatever you want. I don't care. I won't be offended. And you can just make sure to let people know it's the German version so that it works for anyone speaking German comfortably. Localized to Germany. Poking the bear. Poking the bear. I'm telling you, dude, infected wounds, he's barely hitting me. You can see how slow he is. He can't even move that fast. Look at this embarrassing guy. Things go wrong. Do I need a nature's grasp? No, I can just kite this idiot around. Okay, he can still hit me. That's fair. Oh, he hurls daggers. All right, cool, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. This is the beta. Yeah, this is. Oh my gosh, it's got to be my other screen. I'm hearing like weird stuff. All right, let me log off. Hold on. I'm logged on regular. Okay. Yeah, this is the beta. I am just testing out farms. I forgot to start this. This is useless. I have to admit though, it feels better, like with the infected wound, so I can just run away if I really need to, without having to wait for nature's grasp to take hold. How did he not get that? Oh my god, I don't have it bound. Oh man, my keybinds are all messed up on this one. Thick hide is not going to be as good as infected wounds. I mean I have both right now. So I think did I just win? Yeah, I lost 6% physical damage, so yes, I think it's worth doing. I think it's boring and it's yeah, it's fine. But it's a good farm. I'm just being lazy and not paying attention enough. But yeah, it's a good farm. Especially if you've got the gear for it. I could do that. I can't do it here. There's no respec on the fly. When did that happen? When did they change that? Beat you to it, buddy. No bueno. I'm gonna do it. Look at this. Infected wounds. They got nothing. I can kite them all day. I just solved the Nax problem when you don't have a mage. The Feral Cat, could I just normal tank these dungeons? Yeah. You talking about Feral Cat spec? Absolutely. It's gonna be, it's all, Bungler, it's gonna be gear. It's gonna be gear dependent. Rested zones, that's what it was. But yeah, yeah, Bungler, if you have a cat spec and you want to do 5-man dungeons, as long as you've got some decent tank gear, which is just like a little bit extra stamina here and there, you'll be fine. How am I? Oh, because it's not. I don't have Fairy Firebound. My brother and I friend have 3 brutal gear ret paladins. Can we do this with 3 ret paladins? 100%, 100%. What's up, Razia? Thanks for the follow, man. 100. If you're running 3 ret paladins, just 3 of you, and you're slamming the Holy Judgment, like one's doing Holy Judgment, one's doing the Mana Judgment. Like, yeah, you could easily 3-man this. 100%. It'd actually be a lot of fun, and let me know how that goes. Because so I'm not gonna explain paladins. If you have a paladin, you know what I'm talking about. It's absolutely broken when it comes to like those judgments now. If you got 3 ret paladins, just like seal of command on everything, and you just isn't there a seal of command glyph that you get a ton of mana back every time you use it or something like that too? Yeah, it would be nuts. So then you judge the light and just heal yourselves. It'd be pretty sweet. I knew I saw one. Yeah, Cobalt Vein right here. I can't tap it. I'm on the wrong tune for it. But you should have I think if you're gonna do that with 3 ret paladins, have at least one of them, at least one as like the kind of primary tank, who wears either really thicker gear. You don't have to do this, but this is what I would recommend. Thank you for the I think it was a sub. No, it was a follow. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, I was looking away. If you're gonna do that, have one of them with at least a shield ready to go in case things go bad. They can just lay on hands, shield, and just survive it. But honestly, like you've got so many you've got personal bubbles and things like that. So way to get out. No, I wouldn't. But I'm not saying like spec. I'm not saying switch spec to tank. I would run 3 ret paladins and just cleave everything. You'll generate so much healing and they'll die so quickly. However, if they do hit too hard, you do need one that wears a shield so he can soak the damage. But I would still stay ret IMO. But again, you'll have to do it. But do it and have fun because it sounds like it'll actually be a lot of fun. Yep, yep, yep. Judgment of Light, Judgment of Wisdom, and then there's the other judgment that nobody ever uses because of the PvP. Judgment of No, I'm saying like you can lay on hands if you need to, and then like everyone else just happens to have personal bubbles, like so they can bubble themselves if they need, like as an alternative. Yeah, yeah, it'll be fun, man. That's what's cool about Wrath is it's legit fun. It's fun. I have heroic leap. There you go. Lay on hands each other. Just chain it. What's the cooldown on lay on hands? If it's under 5 minutes, it's broken. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. Because if it is, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, good. Good. They if they reduce that thing down to like the everything else is getting reduced, that'd be crazy. What's the most efficient? Bear solo versus bear and mage versus proper 5-man group. Bear mage would be bear mage seems antithetical. because the mage concept is to keep everything at a distance. Um, and the bear thing is about everything being in your face. So like while your mage is slowing everything down, you're breaking all of their novas and things like that, and making it harder for them to do that. Um, I think if you were running a bear mage, you would just do a 5 man because bear solo is fine, but it's not the fastest. Like you saw, like people can do this faster. I'm doing it very slow at 300k, but you could easily get this up to 500k. But like other people can do it like 800k. Does that mean because they can do it 800k, you should not do it? No, it's fine. But I don't think you're losing that much by doing a 5 man. And I think because of that, especially if you it sounds like you want to run with a friend who's a mage, I would just do the 5 mans. Because yeah. But that being said, yeah, I think mage bear is probably the worst combination for 2 manning. Neither one can. Well, the bear can heal, but he can't pop out and heal. The mage and he does, and the mage doesn't benefit from his improved leader of the pack, and bear doesn't improve from the intellect. Dual bear healer or 5 man would be fastest. I think it'll be faster. Carl, we actually talked about this earlier. I think the fastest way to level as a bear is to duel with a healer, an off spec healer. So like an elemental or enhancement shaman or a shadow priest. Even though I don't really whatever. Or a balanced druid that's willing to not be in form, to be able to heal when they need to. Honestly, shaman is the one I think of. Maybe even a ret paladin because they've got that insta heal. Stuff like that, I definitely think would be the fastest way to level. So like a ret paladin boom or a ret paladin bear or a bear shaman or something like that would be really fast because you've got someone that can heal but they can cleave as well. If you've got like a resto druid that tends to stay in resto form, it's gonna slow you down. Or even like a holy paladin. Like, cool, you're not gonna do much DPS. I only got a priest, but then I'll tell him to go shadow and spam dungeon. Well, a smite priest wouldn't be horrible. I mean, there are ways that like disc priests can do some decent damage. I think. I just don't know the class well enough. I used to play one too, and that's sad. Yeah, and 5 man's fun. Don't dismiss 5 mans. Or even 4 mans. Like if you can't find a fifth, just go. As long as you have a healer and a tank, you're good to go. Shakadin. That's the thing. Shakadin. The Shakadin spec. Shakadin's not good though. Like compare it to a Ret Palady, Shakadin just isn't there. Thanks, Carl. I really appreciate it. I hope you have fun in Wrath. It's coming up so quick. We're what, 3 days away? Should I try Nexus, guys? Let's do a quick poll. We're doing a poll on YouTube only. I apologize. Um, yes, no. Ask your community. If you guys say no, I'll continue to do this. I probably should word that better. If I'm not doing Nexus solo, I'm going to be doing the I'm going to do the daily prep. How do I put the words correctly? I'm going to be doing the prepping of getting all of the quests ready and explaining why I'm picking the quests I am for Wrath launch. Because I already did it and I just turned them all in. But it took 5 minutes to turn them in, which is why I picked the ones I did. Feral or Boomkin for Wrath. Brian, I'm going to tell you something that nobody's ever told you. There's dual spec now. Do them both because they're both fun. I know you didn't know about this until right now. You had no idea dual talent specialization was a thing. I'm letting you know. I'm informing you. You're welcome. I do charge. I apologize for the fee, but no, for real, they're both really fun. I can understand they struggle. Uh, if you like if you like tanking, I would go feral cat. If you don't ever want to tank or ever even be suggested to tank, go boomkin if you really can't decide. Because as a feral cat, one of the greatest things you can do is just tank. Like, oh yeah, I can tank that really quick. And I'm telling you, if you're a feral cat and they can't find a tank, they're going to ask you to tank. You're like, hey, can you tank this one? And if you don't want to deal with that, you can't handle that, just go boomkin, because they will never ask a boomkin to tank. They'll be like, hey, do you want to tank? And you're like, well, I do have Starfall, which is kind of like tanking. and they'll laugh at you, and then they'll move on from the suggestion immediately. Yeah, Boomy is awesome at AoE. I'm an undergeared Boomy. I just ran Mount Hyjal. All right, we're gonna do it Nexus. We got enough people voted. I ran Mount Hyjal on a Boomkin, and I was like on AoE pools, I was like number 3 behind 2 Warlocks that were way more geared than me. Panzerkin spec. Let me know how that works. I am. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Look at all this loot, man. I should see how much money I actually made. I'm just gonna sell everything and see what it is. This is the beta, so don't worry. Don't freak out for me vendoring everything. Yeah, over 500 or over 100. I was at 13, so at least 100 and something. And I don't have my flight form bound. I'm going back to the other one. The other one's set up properly. I'm just gonna switch. You get everything in cat spec, but you do miss some key talents that help for sure. Are we going to need a specific spec for tanking? Yeah, no. Actually, Carl, I did a whole video on how if you are a cat, you can tank in cat spec. You don't have to have a second spec for tank if you don't want to, and you can reserve it for Boomkin, so you can do cat, bear, and chicken all in one class, or healer if you want to, which is what I might end up doing. Oh man, so yeah, you have to sacrifice some things. That's fair. Oh, I think I have someone at the door. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I apologize for that inconvenience on your part. I forgot how to get to the docks. Cat PvP spec is going to be fun too. I mean, cat PvP spec, what? You're picking up like 3 extra talents? So it's not exactly a crisis. And that's hard right here, right? Yeah. Oh man. Oh crap. Um, I want to say it's this one. No, it's not backed in, so it comes on the side. It's not that one. It's got to be the one way up to the right. I think there's only like 3 talents you pick up, right? It's not this one. No, this guy's got me following him. Isn't it way over here? I'm almost positive it's all the way over here. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm here. One sec, I have to check my text message. All right, did I miss the boat? I wasn't paying attention. I'm at 2 hours and 30 minutes. My maximum I was gonna do is 3 hours. So I'm only gonna be able to do 1 or 2 runs. Ooh. This is the Borean tundra. You guys don't know, I've never played Alliance on Wrath. So I know it comes around here. I think it lands around here, right? Maybe over here? Over here. This is it right here. We're gonna miss the launch. You might be, depending on your server, it might be a good thing, man. Might have dodged a bullet. Faralina. Faralina's not too bad. Let me look at, I haven't looked at Faralina in a long time. Ironforge.pro. Demographics, Faralina. 99.9%. Oh, it is the benediction of Horde. I did not know that. I apologize. Because, no, that's right, because Gehennis is actually the benediction, but you guys have two of them. You have Faralina and Gehennis. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that would suck. Grobulus. Dude, Grobulus is balanced? What is Grobulus? Where did that come from? With 20,000 people on. I'm on Westfall. Let's see how low down we are. We're probably way down there. Westfall only has 4,300 active players. That's how compared to, let's say, Faralina, 28,000. I feel fortunate. I feel fortunate. Yeah, I was right. It's right there. Wow, look at that. Lighthouse and everything. We keep well balanced. It's not perfect, but it's got to be hands down better than any other. I'm trying to find a better balanced one. Maybe Sky Fury, which is the new one, right? Isn't Sky Fury one of the new ones? Sky Fury has 2,300, but it's pretty balanced. 5346. Sorry, I was looking at the sheet. Yeah, I think you might have the most balanced server around. Congratulations. I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like for people that are on these mega servers. I can't believe they let it get that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, 30,000 people playing at the same time. I don't know what's going on. Do this, dude. At the launch of Classic. Like it's just that's just how it worked out for you. Like you picked you do you think you picked a good one or a bad one based on the fact that it's like overpopulated now? Like you're like, oh, thank God I picked this one, or you're more like, ugh, dude, I'm having a good day. Here's a farm right here. I bet you can make a ton of XP just killing everything here. Level 69 and 68, right? Yeah. And I'm going the wrong way. I was gonna say, I think you have to go up here. Been a while. I'm just trying to get to Amber's Ledge. I think that's what it's called. Amber Ledge? Look at this farm. Wow. Honestly, I picked it for the sole reason I didn't want it to die. But in hindsight, I probably just is happy elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like a lot of times you don't leave not just because like, you know, the population. It's more because like you've created like kind of like a family. I don't know if family's too Fast and Furious term. But like, you created like a community of people and it's nice to like you understand like oh that guy is from that guild, that guy's from that, okay, I know I can trust him or I hate that person or whatever. Light path. Nope, just the Caldera. Hmm. We didn't pick so Westfall was not one of the first created, it was like the second wave, I think. And the only reason we picked it is because we were on line when it popped up and we were able to create like all the character names we wanted. So we like my friends and I hopped on and created like all of our like old characters' names so we had them, and then we created like just a bunch and we were like, cool, we have to stay here now because we got our names. And in fact, like I was telling people about this before, I was looking at going to Pagel maybe like a month ago, but someone took my name on that server, so now I just don't want to. Like I can't have my name, I don't want to play there. I've been grifting since, WoW OG. I can't give it up now. Hey, Jonet. Ooh, a lot of people farming in here. You see this? 5155. Is that the combo? Okay, so I'm just gonna assume this is super easy and just overpull because that's my play. Just slow casting. Crossbolt, dude. Oh, he's immune. I think I can charge him though. Let me see. Cast again, cast again. Nope. Good to know. Just leveled the tune on Maladath, and the PvP has been great, and the server feels popping, so I don't know how accurate those numbers are in the Iron Forge Pro. Well, the problem is Ironforge Pro is, I don't hold me to this. Ironforge Pro is based on um, counting how many people are actively raiding, and I don't think that is a fair number to look at because a lot of people aren't raiding. They're leveling their characters. I know a lot of guilds have stopped doing raiding to prep for Wrath, so a lot of those numbers probably shrank. But I don't know where they pull it from. Maybe it says. Let me see if it says. I probably should be paying attention to what I'm doing. Let me kill this guy really quick. Man, for this one mob, I've already popped cooldowns. I might not live. Yeah, he almost killed me with that hit. I'm glad I popped my cooldown, but realm is target for free character. The WoW Classic, the Burning Crusade. Bitch. Raids uploaded through Warcraft logs. So this is based on just Warcraft logs, so it's not accurate. But it's because Blizzard doesn't share this stuff, it's as accurate as we'll get. I thought so. I thought it was something to do like that. Nexus is rough for Boomy to solo, not worth it at all for me. Curious to see how it is for Bear. Well, I killed one dude, so far amazing. I know at level 80 this is super easy to do. At 70, like that guy at 80, he's like a joke. Like you hit him like 4 times and he's dead. But that guy almost killed me, so it should be fun. All right, let me put up my thing. I'm gonna pop, even though I shouldn't, because I'm about to go and do like technically a semi-boss. All right, one down. Solar Tank Dungeons level? Nope, I will not be. I know I'm demonstrating this. I will not be leveling this way at all. However, trying to get 4 other friends to practice dungeon leveling with me is very unlikely. So here I am solo leveling to kind of get an idea of what the XP per hour is. Right now, I'm very disappointed. I do not think this is the play. I mean, I'm at 136. I can't do a bigger pull because they're hitting me so hard. So I'm kind of disappointed. I didn't think it was going to be this low. 146 feels really low. I'm going to do a 3 pull. Well, let me heal up all the way. Hey, thanks for the sub, Let's see. That's on YouTube, I believe, right? Yep. Thanks, Let's see. All right. Oh, we got a hunter. Okay. So let's get Demo up. Oh, there's a healer. That's actually not that bad. I'm doing okay. Let's see how the XP is on this. That worked out really well. So many people leveling in Maladath is the first server, probably most fun I've ever had. You know, I'll tell you, and it's not like if you didn't know that was gonna happen, um, like I've done. If you've never been on a private server, that is the fun part. Is the like leveling everyone together on a fresh server. It is the most fun you'll ever have in the game. And that's a lot of times, like when a new fresh server comes out, people flock to it not because like, oh, finally a chance to play Wrath. It's oh man, it's so fun to start on an equal playing field with all these people and have a great time. because it is a lot of fun. And I regret a little bit not doing it, but at the same time, like it is a lot more work at that time. Like you have to do the level grind and then get ready for another level grind. And I just was like, I'm just not in it. I would have had my heart half in it. I know I would have. But yeah, a lot of fun. And you don't feel like you're, especially someone that's coming back to the game. Like imagine not playing on TBC or, maybe not even playing on vanilla and coming back to jump in with everyone who's got sitting on like 40,000, 50,000 gold. It's it's hard to argue why a fresh person shouldn't just go to a fresh server. Yeah, I don't see this being a great rep farm. Just based on like the numbers right now. Like if you can't see it off to the left, it's 142,000. Not exactly clearing the charts. Even if you use the XP per hour this level, because might be more accurate because it's pulling from UK a little bit, but like even that's not great. You have to do the prerequisite quest to be able to fly to Caldera. No, you can just go and talk to the Big Drake. He'll let you over. If so, do you think it's more worth it to just spam UK on launch? No, so no, it isn't required, but I still think it's better to spam UK on launch because this is tough. I mean, if you have a group, it might be worth it, because the cycle is a little bit smoother. But for soloing, no. And now I have to deal with a horde commander. Should I just skip the commander? I'm debating. He's not a real boss, but I really want to upgrade my. Um, what is this? Isn't this? Thanks for the follow. Uh, what's this for? Isn't this for first aid? Can't remember. I'm just gonna fight him. He does a fear though, but he's got 2 healers, so I'm gonna pull him way back. Yay! I don't think you can. I think they can see, which is why you always have to kill it. I'm pretty sure they can see stealth. Don't quote me. I'm almost positive though. Wow, this guy's already chunking me. And I'm focusing him when I should be focusing the healers. I'm so stupid. Yeah, they're just gonna heal each other. It's gonna take forever. You get to see me die in Nexus. That's gonna go. What rep should I grind first on launch? Oh, that's debatable. I'm gonna, man. So if you want the ring at a slightly cheaper price, you could do Kirin Tor rep, but you can't really do Kirin Tor rep till later. Your best bet is either Wormrest Accord or Argent Dawn or Argent Crusade. Argent Crusade. The problem is Argent Crusade you can't farm until early, so your actually best bet, no matter what, is Wormrest Accord. Wormrest Accord has, am I right? Has the bracers. Hold on. I'm pretty sure Wormrest Accord has the bracers. And then the boots are Argent Crusade. The only reason you'd go Kirin Tor or you'd hurry through Kirin Tor is if you're planning on getting the Kirin Tor ring. It's very expensive, and the better rep you have, the cheaper it gets. Now it's not important if you're going to buy it right away, but even if you're going to upgrade it later, the price comes down on the upgrades as well. Sorry, let me look really quick. Anyway, I don't think that was smooth. I'm gonna reset really quick and demonstrate that I don't think you can stealth past that guy. I guess I could have just went the other side. Whatever. But yeah, so I do Wormrest Accord. I'm gonna show you though. I don't leave anybody hanging. Action. Ooh, thanks for the sub. That is so loud in my ears. If it's loud for you guys. Crafting. What am I doing? Factions. Okay, so you've got. Thanks, Bungler. Appreciate the sub. And whoever did it before, I didn't get to see the name. Okay, so we've got Wormrest Accord. You get a sweet mount and exalted, but also, yeah, Dragon Friend, whatever. Dragon Friend bracers. These are really good bracers. You can't tell from DPS. And that's pretty much it for here. You get the mount, which is pretty cool too. Might be one in honored. I feel like you get something decent honored if you don't have the. This is a tank cloak. I guess that's probably it. Anyway, and then you're gonna go to Argent Crusade, which I don't believe you can even get friendly with Argent Crusade until 67 because you have to go up to that one area. Don't hold me to that. It's been a long time since I farmed this. But Exalted, you get the Boots of Never Ending Path, and I feel like you get one other thing. Nope, nope. There's a decent cloak at Honored for Armor Pen, but you don't have to wear Armor Pen. If you're running Somewhat Plateau, it's really just the boots and the bracers. And then Sons of Hodir, which you can't get a cloak for, or sorry, a tabard for, so you'll have to farm this regular. So you want to get this started as soon as you can. The main thing you want it for is for these things. These are the shoulder enchants. Now, if you're an inscriptionist, you don't have to worry about this at all because they will give you better ones. But yeah, you definitely want to get these, and they're buying an account. So once you get it once you get Sons of Hodir rep once, you can then send these to other players that share an account. It's cool. Mission questing is the best source of experience. The challenge is doing as many quests as you can per zone, but at the same time outpacing slower players, so there's less competition. Yeah, the problem with that epitomizer is the flood. I'm gonna call you epitomizer now, Dan. I'm gonna call you that so people know who I'm talking to. The problem is the flood. It's gonna come in pretty hard and pretty fast. So if you're jumping on the boat like day of launch, it makes sense to run into a dungeon at least for an hour or so, and then head back out. The experience isn't gonna plummet, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm doing level 70 quests at level 71. You can just do it. Okay, let's look for the little head thing. Yep, you can't see it because his nameplate's in the way, but like he can definitely see me. See. Miss me. Oh, that hit me. And he's immune to everything. At least he's a wielder. Like honestly, like so I had the caster last time. You're better off if you get the warder. Sorry, not warder. A weapon wielder because he can hit me, but I can dodge him a lot and I can reduce his damage a lot. So like these guys are much easier to kill than the casters are. They'll still take as long, but like they don't do nearly as much damage to me. But I'm gonna get out anyway because no matter what, I don't think the rep is good. Should I do a full reset and see how the rep is? I don't know, or I should say the experience. What rep should I grind first on launch? I already answered that. Cool. Yes, I do watch a lot of community. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I do. I think questing dungeon grinding, 5-man dungeon grinding is going to be the most easy and efficient way to do it if you combine them well and balance them for both rep and for experience. Okay, we're going to try this. I'm going to do a reload so it resets the XP per hour. I think this will work. Okay, that's what I'll do, Sketch. Okay, here we go. And the timer disappeared because I'm a clown. Such a hard habit to break. This is me with no furor. Those buttons. Ah, I'm trying to play one-handed so I can pet my dog. Yeah, I think that's another reason why a guard keep is better. Is there a lot less casters, and you're just stronger against the cast or against the melee class than you are against the caster class. Why am I leveling in the UK? Because leveling in the US is just not as fun because they say things like fries instead of chips. I'm not actually leveling in. Oh, okay. So I didn't realize the joke you made was the joke I made, but yes, I'm leveling in Nexus right now to see the comparison. So far, it actually jumped up quite a bit. So I might have been skewed from counting my travel time as my experience time. Actually, should pop. Let me see if I can. There we go. Yeah, because like casters just hurt bears. Like they just. I mean, yeah, this guy's dead. Cool. The other alternatives leave HFBT ASAP and go back at 80 for gold. Howling Fjord, Borean Tundra as soon as possible and go back. Yeah, not even at 80. You could go back at like 75. It's still decent rep. But yeah, like once you hit 80, I think everyone knows this because TBC did the same thing. All the quests you do are higher. However, if you don't hit honored, with whatever fact or you don't hit friendly with whatever faction you are, you can't wear the tabard. So a lot of people, man, I don't know if I want to tell a lot of people's strategies on a stream. But I'll just let you know a lot of people have a specific strategy to get their rep to friendly as soon as possible, so that they can start wearing tabards immediately. I don't think that's giving anything away. I don't want to like people have told me their strategies. I don't want to like you know share them if they're not comfortable. I've told everyone my strategy. I'm dungeon farming mixed with questing. Let me pull this over here. All right, there's no healer. All I have to do is hope this rapid shot guy comes over here. All physical damage dealers. I duoed Shatter Halls today with a Prot Warrior. Normal Shatter Halls versus normal UK. I'm on Bene. Uh, I've heard, man, I don't know. Shatter Halls and comparing those two is tough because I can't do both of them. I could probably do Shatter Halls. It would take me forever though. But yeah, it'd be a tough call, man. You'd have to let me know if anything. That rapid shot is so annoying. Like the noise it makes. Can I charge it? Nope. Worst sound effect added to the game ever. I'm not going to be doing any Adderall, but I'm going to try to play quite a bit during launch. Let me know how, if you get a chance, let me know what you end up doing as far as Shatter Halls versus Utgard Keep. I still think Utgard Keep's going to be better, not just because maybe experience, but you're going to be able to get, you're going to make more gold off of it. There's going to be more gold flow again. The greens are going to be more valuable. And I know that may not be like a big factor, but for me it is. Like, all I'm thinking is like Shatter Halls is going to have old world content that's going to have less value. So my rep or my experience is up to 430, guys. I don't know if you can see that. So this is close to on par with Ukkar Keep so far. And as long as you get some good combos, like two Berserkers and a Ranger, this is pretty good. Let me I'm trying not to pop Berserk because I want to pop it on the clerics. See if I can kill this stupid. I'm literally killing this guy, so I don't have to listen to that noise. Maybe I should have killed the Berserkers faster, but I'm committed now. What charge was that? Alright, there we go. Wish I had that infected wounds now. Didn't I? Oh, did they really? Because back in the day, oh man, hold on, I gotta pop some cooldowns to survive here. Back in the day, and Epitomizer, if you're still on, you could back me up for this. I used to have an add-on that like when you did a kill, it would make cool sound effects. When you did uh, God, what was it called? The DK spell that grabbed uh, Death Grip. When you did Death Grip as a DK, it would say "Get over here." It was just like, oh, this is a thing that needed to be in the game. And yeah, I couldn't find it. I was looking for it everywhere. But that makes sense if they added it to Toss. Okay, let me think. I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh, I don't have the add-on. Kill this guy first. Guy here. I don't know why I'm marking. Maybe so I remember. All right, so right now I'm at 433. If I can kill these guys fast enough, pop Berserk. All right, can't be feared right now, so this is real good. Healer's gonna heal. I'm okay with that. I don't even know if I can kill. Look at them. They're just like keeping each other healthy. I might have to interrupt a heal. Okay, I almost got it. Just don't heal it. Don't heal it. Yeah. Okay, one down. Yeah. Doesn't matter as long as they're dead. Cool. Now I just got this guy to contend with. I wonder if he can be rooted. I don't have it bound. Were you a druid in Original Wrath? Yes, I was. I've been a druid since I started playing the game. I had a mage too, but my main was always a druid. I don't want to talk about what I just did. I don't want to talk about it. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Oh my god, I accidentally pressed the back pedal key and walked backwards into a whirlwind. There, we talked about it. Feels better. That was stupid. I had him. Did you see that though? I like clearly could have just walked away, and instead I backpedaled into. I don't even know. Yeah, I do have it backpedal bound. Druid for life for sure. I love Druid. I love the class. I've played a lot of classes too. I've played a Paladin, a DK, a Mage. Never gotten really into Warrior or Hunter. I did a Rogue for a little bit, but I didn't like it. I got a max level. Oh, Shaman I love. Like there's a lot of classes I really enjoy. But I always go back to Druid just because they're just such a flexible class and it just fits my like personality, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna read this really quick. They replaced the voice actor for Kalthus because of the ultimately refuted SA sexual assault accusations. And when people were modifying the sound files back to the old one, Blizzard came out and said this is against TOS and will be a ban you. Oh, okay. Um, that's stupid. I'm comfortable saying that's stupid. I've always had a druid alt, but TBC Classic is when I started on my druid main. Feral Cat, obviously, but foisted into main tank position due to player attrition. Yeah, and honestly, like until Wrath, the best place for a feral to be is in tank position. Even in Classic, their healing was okay. Their feral DPS was okay. It was decent, but they could hold threat really well as tanks. And then the same thing goes for TBC. Like they were okay as DPS. They had no AOE. Their boomkins were good, and their healing was pretty good. But there were better healing classes. There were better, you know. But tanks, especially towards the end, they became like really strong. I'm just gonna pop Berserk on this guy and kill him really quick. Perfect. Yeah, Feral's gonna be so fun. Again, I can't stress if you haven't gotten on the beta and you're wondering like how can this class that's so bad right now in TBC, because it's really bad in the pre-patch. How can it become just such a good class? Just wait. Like that's all I can tell you is just wait. I was pushing like 68. Dude, before pre-patch, I think my full set, like my dodge set was 90 something. It was stupid. Okay, I don't even want to pop out and heal right now. I'm just gonna eat it up. Oh, he can be stunned? What am I doing then? Oh, look at this. I've been making this way harder on myself. Can't believe I died on that guy. He only gave 9,700 XP. I'm still at 300. I think this is still a 400 XP per hour if you skip this boss. What boss with like an asterisk? What if I can pull just the one? Nope. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Emo Cochino, I think is his name. Oh my god, that sound effect. Hold on, I want to see. I want to talk about the tier 5. One sec. I just want to kill this cleric before I take my eyes off of everything. This thing will not die. Alright, I'm killing the berserker first. Okay, the add-on I use is called Kill Streak, and it played Unreal sound effects. I tweaked it to play Team Fortress 2. Yes, and that you let me have it, and I use it all the time. Like you either gave it to me or sent it to me because I had it, and it was like awesome. Because I remember we'd do Winter Grasp together, and I would run around and just like it was just so much fun. But yeah, that's crazy that they made it a toss. I wonder if you get in trouble because like I remember a lot of people hate the Mechanostrider sound, and there's like a step through like a step by step walkthrough, whatever you want to call it, that would tell you how to like turn it off using modifying the sound effects. Is it worth keeping two-piece T5 for boss swaps in bosses? Yes, but Druid's HP at ICC easily breaks 100k, and they have hella nice things like bark skin. Yeah, oh for sure. Um, bark skin on a 1 minute cooldown is probably better than. Honestly, I think I'm just want to stop and talk about bark skin. I think is the most underrated ability that because it's been around, so everyone's like, ah, bark skin. It's it's on a 1 minute cooldown. It does a 20% damage reduction. And you can technically glyph it to make it last a little bit longer, but 12 seconds? I mean, that's a long time, especially when you know incoming, like a boss is about to do some crazy damage to you, and you can just reduce the damage by 20% before it even like gets to you. Ugh, it's so OP. Solo, I did it for a little bit. I didn't do a full clear cash in. I did like the first section of it. Hold on, we're checking the time. So I'm at 341, but I did die. So I want to say four. I want to say it's about the same. If as long, but it's harder. Because it's very much dependent on what mobs you get. Like the more casters, the worse you are. And I'm not even into the hard hallway because like this is gonna be nuts. But then again, you could skip all this just like you do in UK with like the dragons, the drakes, and go up there, and you might have an easier time with the bigger pulls. 71 to 72. I don't know. I don't have the chart in front of me. Sorry. I can't find it. I'm sorry. I used to have a chart that explained it all, but I haven't been able to find it. Yeah, I really wishing I had infected wounds right now for this berserker who's absolutely destroying me. Borean Tundra is better questing by far, more branching paths, and better quest saturation. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, it's a Mage Slayer and an Ascendant. Okay. This guy does cast, but not nearly as bad. Stop. I'm gonna have to root, and I don't have it bound. It's gonna keep swiping while I do this. I guess it doesn't matter which rank. Root, root. Ah, there we go. Oh my god, he just silenced me from like 30,000 feet away. There, the other two are rooted. I'll just kill this guy by himself. At least root did its job. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I didn't remember that. So I'm glad you looked it up because I would have been guessing. It's already back up. This thing's such a joke. I do need to use this more often. Hold on, let me see if I can get this guy stunned too. Come on. Come on. There we go. Wait, it's the dogs that do the silence? Did not know that. 6 to 12% permanent DR, diminishing return. Okay. Blood's 5% pretty much always, plus another 15 anytime something knocks them down to 35% and under. And Icebound 4 for another 30% every 2 minutes for 2 seconds. Yeah. But I think, and I'm not trying to say any tank, because all the tanks have like a bunch of survivability buttons now, which I think is awesome. Especially Paladins, I think they have probably have the best. All tanks have 16. I know that's right. 1.5 to 1.6 from 7 to 80. Oh, damage reduction. Oh, okay. I thought you meant diminishing returns. I'm like, yeah, there are diminishing returns on all of our abilities. All right, hold on. 5 hours a level, you can get 300k an hour. At this rate, and I'm going very slow. I think this is more like 400k. I think this is 400k per run for 15 minutes, which is what it should be. And I think at that rate, yeah, you're talking about 2 hours per. No, DR, damage reduction makes sense, but when I think DR, I think diminishing returns. They have double ones. Paladins have the best externals, but I think their only personal CD is Divine Shield, Divine Protection, and one involuntary one. Yeah, but Ardent Defender, that involuntary one is like amazing. But yeah, you're right. They have less buttons, but they have a lot. The ones they have are really good. Oh, and Hand of Sacrifice is, well, it's not really like a save themselves button, but it's to save somebody's life. Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna do one more poll on YouTube. So if you're on the YouTube stream, please respond to this poll. It's very important that I get your answer. It takes me a while to type because I am slow. I asked this before and I want to ask it again. I think it's within YouTube. What's up, Joseph? How's it going, man? Okay, the poll is, which is a better questing zone, Borean Tundra or Howling Fjord? Pally was the undisputed best. Yeah, for sure. They gave him too much. Like, am I the only one that thinks that they kind of just overdid it with Paladins? Like, a little bit. Oh, look at that. Gear score works. 1848. I have 2112. All right, let's see what we got. 67%. We only have 6 votes in, guys. guys, you got to give your opinion here. And I can't believe Borean Tundra's winning. That's mainly why I want you guys to focus. Borean is better speed-wise, but I prefer Howling due to the music. Honestly, Matt, that is a big factor of why I like Howling Fjord. That I don't even know, that Celtic music is very relaxing. Druids have the ignominious distinction as third best tank. Ignominious. I don't know what that word is. Ignominious? But yeah, we're the third best tank. But I think the distinction between each of them is very small. Born Tund has area you can farm engineering mats. They're all pretty tanks regardless. Yeah, everyone, all the tanks can tank. I think that's the big thing. I make fun of Paladin or Warriors because they're the only ones that are considered worse than us, so I pick on them all the time. But they're legit some of the best tanks like in the game. Like we have a main tank Warrior right now in Somo Plateau, and he can solo tank the whole thing no problem. He's not gonna suck in Wrath. Is he gonna struggle compared to other tanks? Yeah, but not struggle in his role. He'll be fine. I did them earlier. Huge asses. I might go back because I wanted to see how Nexus was, but honestly, I'm not impressed. It's okay. I will say Nexus is okay. UK dungeon farming kind of sucks because the questing isn't as good. I agree. I think the questing, if you're looking at the questing as like fun, I think Howling Fjord quests are more fun. But if you're looking at questing as far as like how many you can get done in a span of time, yeah, Borean Tundra probably has a beat. But because you can walk into Howling Fjord, or you can take off Howling Fjord and walk into UK within 20 seconds, it's a hard thing to factor. Damage they can do. No, I don't, Bungler. I don't at all. I think that Warriors have a lot of abilities that are underrated. I think they have some of the best. The two things. Hold on. Where am I going? The two things that I think are factors in determining a good tank is survivability and threat. And when I say threat, there's either single target threat or AoE threat. So I think if you take those, I think survivability, they're probably number 2. Warriors are. Yeah, I think that's fair. They're number 2 or number 3. I think Paladins are number 1, and I think Warriors are number 2, but I could see DKs. And I don't think Bears have great survivability. I don't. I think what they have is a huge health pool that lets them survive, which I don't think should be considered the same thing. Like, if I had the same stats as the guy next to me, his survivability is better. But our ability to stack stamina kind of counts as survivability. I don't know, it's hard to discuss. Now, as far as single target threat goes, Warriors have pretty good single target threat, but not the best, just like Bears don't either. And as far as AoE threat goes, they're decent, but not the best, just like Bears. So I think Bears and Warriors, instead of like, Bears are better, Warriors are better, we should realize that like we're very okay. But we can do anything that any other class can do. Like anything. But I just don't think they have the single target threat or rating that 1% of the fights need. Most of the fights, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. But there are fights in, I want to say, Alduar, where like all the damage increase requires that the tank have a huge threat lead. I'm trying to think of the boss fight where we were talking about this. But either way, that's where they struggle. It's a very small spot, and that's what it is. Bears struggle with magic damage. Yeah. I'm still of the opinion that when it comes to 3 to 4 target fights, the AoE trash fights, Warriors have the most threat. I mean, I don't want to disagree because if you think that, that means you like that, but they're all going to be. I think it becomes more of a factor of how good the player is. That's my opinion. Borean Tundra is still winning with only 6 votes, guys. Warriors have the best damage reduction. Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, but like if you have a Warrior main tank, you'll be fine. If you have a Bear main tank, you'll be fine. If you have a Paladin main tank, you'll be fine. Like if you have a DK main tank, sorry, but you'll be fine. And I tease because I just don't like DKs. I don't know if you've ever seen my stream. I hate DKs. Actually, I shouldn't hate DKs because as a feral, I want a Holy Frenzy. But I actually don't hate DKs because they're tanks. I hate DKs in general because of Army of the Dead. And I've stated that many times. It's not personal. It just is what it is. Bears can compensate slow healers with big HP, but will soak more healing overall. Yeah, they're gonna pad your healer numbers. Like if you want to parse as a healer, you get a bear tank, like straight up. But yeah, it's definitely gonna depend on your comp. I'm okay with being off tank. Allows me to cap more. Honestly, like I don't even think I'll even be an off tank. Maybe like fourth tank, third tank at the earliest. I think it's gonna be. I think we're gonna run a Paladin and DK, and we're gonna have another DK be the third tank, and I'm completely okay with that. But I will be tanking 10 mans and probably 5 mans. Oh, sorry, and probably 5 mans. Army of the Dead is the worst though, unless you're a DK, and then it's the best. Man, I've been drinking caffeinated. If you can't tell, I'm a little caffeinated this morning or this afternoon, I should say. Um, and it's kicked in hard. Also, I think more stam should count as so. Okay, is stamina survivability though? Like, what's the definition of survivability? I guess the ability to take damage. So that makes sense because your stamina pool is bigger. You can take more damage. You're survivable. But I don't. I okay. How about this? If you take a car and you wrap it, if you surround it with pillows, like just hundreds of pillows around a car, and you throw it off a cliff, and the car survives because of the pillows, does the car have more survivability? Yes, it does. And that's essentially what you're doing. You're you're encapsulating the bear with a bunch of pillows. Yeah. The giant SSC was the OG tank buster. Gruul was bad too. The dude, the I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to think of his name. It's like Tidewalker. That's what you're talking about, right? In SSC. Tidewalker, I remember I would have like not max armor because like by the time you had max armor, it was a joke of a fight. But like I remember we would rotate tanks to see who could not die because every tank died. Like that guy hit just so hard. The pillows are armor. Morgrim Tidewalker. Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly, exactly. Easier on healers? No, they're not. But at the same time, you don't as a healer. Here's the other side of that bugler. Yes, you have to heal more as a healer on a druid, but you don't have to press your emergency buttons as often. Because like, oh no, his 40,000 health is now down to 20,000. Uh, he'll be okay. Whereas like if a let's say you've got a 40,000 health warrior or bear and a 28,000 health warrior. If the warrior takes 10k damage, he's at 18k. That's scary. That's kind of scary. If a bear takes 10k damage, he's down to 30k. That's a big old shrug, you know? And that's kind of like, yes, it's hard on the healers because they have to heal, but I mean, it takes away overhealing, which is done no matter what. Like the overhealing is less, and honestly, it keeps them from pressing those emergency buttons so they can use it on that rogue that pulls or that feral druid that pulls. Wink, wink, to save them. How was that? How's that? That's a good argument. That's why bears are the best tanks right there. And I will tell you something else. On those fresh servers, I mean, now that the fresh servers have had plenty of time, it's maybe not that big of a deal. But for fresh servers, bear tanks are going to be ready to go. Like as soon as Nax drops, they're good. Whereas like a lot of tanks might be scrambling to get their defense cap and things like that. Whereas bears are like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. I've stacked stamina. You're welcome. So healer mana should matter. For sure, for sure. What do you think is going to be the hardest boss in Nax? Or I guess I shouldn't say that. What do you think is going to be the hardest boss in phase one? Because you've got Nax, but you also have Eye of Eternity and um, what is the other one called? Does it have a name? Malagos, Sartharian. Yeah, but isn't Sartharians called something? Is Sartharian Eye of Eternity? No, Malagos is Eye of Eternity. Sartharian is called something. Obsidian Sanctum. Thank you, Praetorian. Oh my god, that was driving me crazy. Obsidian and VOA is going to be out in phase 1. Guys, can we agree that VOA is going to be the hardest? Can we just agree to that right now? Like right now. Oh my gosh. I remember when VOA would pop and they would literally grab anybody, literally any warm body, and be like, we're doing a raid. And you're like, I've never done it before. They're like, do you know what a bad guy looks like? Try to kill it. Literally, that's it. Oh man. I know. It's but the thing is, it's not a joke in the sense that like it's a joke. It is literally a joke. It is a comedic attempt at what a raid should be. Winning Wintergrass? No, Velocity, do you know the rules now for VOA? Phase 3 is hard. 1 and 2 are loot pinatas. I don't know. I think Alduar hard mode is going to be fun, and I think it's going to be hard. I don't think regular Alduar is going to be that bad though. So if you're looking at phase 2 Alduar is only just like clearing Alduar, no. But I think a lot of people are going to go for those extra high level pieces by doing hard mode on every single boss they can, which is what 2/3 of the bosses. Just farmed AV for full 14 pieces. Oh, they did 100%. I don't know why people stay on the boat. Jump off the boat, people. Look at them all. Where are they going? This is a huge tip. I've decided this is a pro tip. Jump off the boat. If you're coming to Akarki, jump off the boat. Here, I'm gonna actually time this. Let's okay, I jumped off the boat and got here. Let's see how long it takes until it goes all the way around. Sorry if this is wasting your time. Orient Hunter still wins. That hurts my heart, by the way. Right? Is this a DK out here? No, it's not. Okay. Even if you don't have, look at, okay, we're up to 27 seconds I've shaved off. Even if I saved an extra 5 seconds, they're not even back here yet. Look, the boat is still coming around. Look at this. Should I go fish it really quick while I'm waiting? Fangtooth Heron. Ooh, that's actually, oh, there's one right here too. Oh my gosh. All right, we're running up to 1 minute. Guys, if you do this, I have now saved you 1 minute. You are welcome. More than a minute. Look at this. Ah, they still haven't jumped off yet. And pause. 108. So at least a minute. That's embarrassing for them. I do that all the time. Like I'll get to the boat and then it doesn't take off and I'm like, okay, I'll be right back. And I come back and I'm back at the place I was waiting because it already went all the way there and back again. Oh man, I'm debating on doing. I'm gonna be doing fishing and cooking while I'm leveling. Oh, it's gonna be such a pain. As long as you have pulse, nothing in Nax should prove to be a challenge. Sarth has minimal mechanics if you're not Zerging. Mali is legit hard. You think Malagos is hard? I think Malagos nobody understands the dragons, and that makes it hard. Yeah, yeah. Malagos has vehicle mechanics. That's why it's hard. Like Phil nailed it. Nobody knows the vehicle mechanics. They just all die. I did it so many times with pugs. They're all just standing there and just die, die, die. So funny. 2008, man. Everything was hard. That's fair. That's fair. All right, I'm gonna do one run of a guard keep. Let me switch this out. I'm gonna call it a speed run. Oh man, have you guys done this? Like, you guys want to see some? If imagine you're the only one in this zone. I'm not gonna get an accurate XP per hour, but you'll get the idea. Imagine you're a cat that can do this, that you can actually cleave. Oh my gosh. And they respawn pretty rapidly. Let me do a reload. I'm actually gonna do that again with like a fresh XP. Pretty sure dial-up was the real Raybons. Is there profession trainers in that town? Yes, there is. There are professions of I think almost every single one, if not everyone. Oh, look at that! Look at that, guys! Sandals of Broken Dreams. I was rewarded. I'm gonna walk through those really quick. I just really don't want to do UK right now. I'm trying to stall as long as I can. Okay. A BOE. I know. What do you think it's worth? Over 6 gold on the auction house. Okay. So the what is it called? Non-primary professions are usually, I think there's this girl walking around is your first aid trainer. And then you've got your fishing dude way over here. Go to him. Secondary? Non-primary secondary professions? I don't know what they're called. Let me look. Skills. Secondary skills. Okay. So is UK spam fastest and for how long? I saw a vid that says 850 power with prop pally. I was not able to get anywhere near that. Absolute. I was doing about 500k at my best. But that's probably because of my class. So here's the engineer really quick right here. I think there's the enchanter or blacksmith right here. There's the mining trainer right there, jewel crafting trainer right there, skinning trainer right there. Get this flight path. And then inside are a couple more. There's the cooking trainer inside. And I know the enchanter is upstairs on the balcony because I'm an enchanter. Grandmaster Alchemist is inside too. Don't want to forget that. And then the cooking dude is this guy who also gives you a quest. Accepts. Great feast. Fire mages can still one pull UK. Probably not. So yeah, so the most pain in the butt one is the enchanter, and she's right here. Ta-da! There you go. That's all of them. I hope that that's all of them. If not, it's at least the majority. I don't remember leatherworking. I saw skinning. Mining. Oh, leatherworking was right here next to it. Okay. Ta-da! I'm enchant alchemist. Why are my trainers indoor? Yeah, you'll have to fly past and grab them really quick. But at least now you know where they are, so you don't have to like hunt around for them like I had to the first time I was here. Because remember, I am a hoardie. I come from the world of Horde. Okay, so this should be a fair. I'm gonna lose those guys over there though. Whoa. Yeah, I lost one. That guy. I think they have a leash, so you have to be careful. Also, this is the quest, so you're gonna annoy some people really bad. Not the greatest XP per hour, 130. However, you're also getting XP from quests, so that's a factor. Okay. Why does it keep doing this? I don't know why, but it won't let me use my new mount. I forgot what it's called. The kite. I don't know, that's what I'll call it. Oh, so you did the opposite of what I did, Bungler? You went from Alliance to Horde? I think it might automatically reload when I enter. Nope. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna try to do this as fast as possible. I'm gonna check my gear really quick, see if I can. I'm gonna put on this thing and this thing, and put on the good pants. And I think it breaks my 3 set. Ah, come on, the ugly helm. Okay, yeah, this will work. Let's try this. Yeah, we wanted to try something different. It worked out really well for us. All my friends and stopped playing after a while. Um, no. I can honestly say I miss Horde. I okay, hold on, let me be clear. I miss my character on Horde. I don't really see a big advantage either way. I like having my emergency button that I don't have bound anymore on this beta. My Swift Meld, Swift Meld? That's not what it's called. Shadow Meld, like something with an S. I'm just gonna put it here. Shadow Meld. I like Shadow Meld better than War Stomp, but I really like War Stomp. So yeah, I didn't really care. Like I guess like I was more into like I just like I had a Torrent, and Torrents just looked so cool to me. Starfall works through Shadow Meld. Does that mean it pops people out of Shadow Meld, or you can use it while you Shadow Melded? These guys are gonna kill me. Yeah, I know a lot. I one thing I do hate about Torrent is you can never fit in any doors. Like you're always having to like make it work, which kind of sucks. But it still does damage while you're hiding. Oh, that's pretty cool. How do you know, Phil? Got popped by an assassin in Soma Plateau. That'll do it. I got bloodlust in AV, and as a cat, I couldn't fit through the door opening. That's so funny. That's the curse of the Tauren. Too big for its britches. Oh man, these guys are gonna kill me. These stuns are just the worst, but I can't kill them fast enough. And I don't have my thing popped again. I don't know why I'm continuing to use I should just drag it in. Oh my gosh. Ah! Ah! I'm sorry. I find that so funny. I forgot to start the timer anyway, so it's fair. That was my punishment. Ooh. I was not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. I was reading chat. Oh, all right, last one. Seriously, guys, this is the last one. We're gonna do a reload. My dog is getting very anxious about going outside, and we're gonna do a timer. Is doing this duo with a bear? I don't know what unholy DK bear faster maybe. Yeah, doing this with two people is probably better as long as you can generate healing. All right, hard focus. All right, I'm muting myself again. All right, I skipped one pack at the beginning. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. The reason I skipped it was because there was a 4-pack and I didn't feel like trying to wait for it, so I just went ahead. Now that I've cleared everything else, I'm still only at 13 minutes, so I've got plenty of time to run back and grab it really quick. And I accidentally popped out of stealth, forgetting that I have to go in stealth again. But honestly, like, I'm over 500, and that felt perfectly fine. Like, I did pop every cooldown, pretty much on cooldown to try to utilize as much as possible, but I like flew through it all. It felt really good. I don't know. You guys are watching. What do you think? It's almost always up already. I feel like it's always up. But yeah, it's like off, 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 off instead of just like maintaining. Nice. Yeah, you're not getting the full benefit of it. I went the wrong way again. I'm so mad at myself. Oh, you saw we were above 500 XP an hour. Hopefully, with this final kill, I can cement the 500 because I'm dropping from the run back. But I do have my berserk up, which is nice. Done. Hey, thanks for the sub. Erf, Erf. You can hold 500k an hour. That's 3 hours and play pretty fast. Yeah. Oh man, stunned again with like, look at his health. There's like a last grasp. Just for safety. I don't want to die right at the end of this. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, he stunned me again. I was worried. I'm gonna Z it. Just in case I need to run away. Come on, man. Just die already. Okay. 459. That's still really solid. I think at 71, it'll actually speed up to 500 because you'll be able to pull a little bit bigger. But yeah, 500k an hour felt real good. Real good. And I was like above 500, so. Warriors and Paladins have always benefit from Black, which is both higher value and can happen more than once every 1.5 seconds. And DKs can heal for like 20% of their HP every few seconds. There's more to this. Hold on. Just let Savage Defense come close to those, even if it's never as good. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, why can't it be as good? Okay, guys, that was a solid 4 hours of streaming. That's way longer than I normally go. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. I hope so you learned something. Jump off the boat. That was the main takeaway from this. If you're going to Howling Fjord, jump off the boat. Jump off the boat. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about what you saw, hop in my Discord or let me know in the comments. All that other good stuff I'm supposed to say at the end of every video. 15, fine. 15 more seconds. Okay, guys. So I'm trying to think of a. Oh, if you guys didn't hear, Sarth put a video out. It's really important. During Brewfest, there is a new world buff at 6:15 a.m. and 6:15 p.m. that goes out. You need to be in the little area where it happens. When it happens, you get a buff that increases your XP by 10% when killing mobs. So you definitely should pick that up for your leveling experience. You can do it twice a day if you want to. But honestly, I would just do it for the opener to give yourself a big boost to start this out. I was up to 75% in 4 hours. This sucked. Anyway, guys, I had a good time. Thanks. Yeah, new merch in the store. New merch in the store. Thanks for watching, and as always, guys, take care.